You have met your match. Whirling winds are declared to you in flames of burning fire. I heard the sound of the wings, Ezekiel 124, like the roar of rushing waters, like the voice of the Almighty, the sound of the Almighty, like the tumult of an army. You see, the governmental structures, governmental authorities, the Babylonian structures, they have met the match. We are preeminent, the Son of Man, sons of God, those that are one flesh with Christ. We have been raised up together, far above all principality and power, all dominion, up to the highest and above the highest heavens, filling all things. The old order has already come to an end. It is coming to an end. The governmental structures, powers that should not be, they have met their match, and they, as they're destroying, they are being destroyed. A release and a declared decree, whirling winds and flames of fire, cherubic whirling winds and flames of fire over the governing Babylonian, Egyptian, and Sodom structures, corrupt structures over the United States and all the countries, especially the United States. So when we're talking about the cherubim are composed of 4 of the elements of nature. Let's get to them. And you will see 4 of the elements of nature, which are 1, earth, 2, wind, which is air, 3, water, 4, fire. See, so let's get into it. Now we can explain how these 4 elements of nature in the world correspond to the elements that make up the cherubim. So we look into Ezekiel 1:4, it talks about a windstorm, a whirling wind. So when we're talking about a whirling wind, another translation, it speaks of a cloud. Now we understand when it talks about one of the 4 elements of nature is water. Clouds are made up of water droplets, you see. So the cherubic structures, elemental nature of the cherubim are made up of water, which makes up a cloud. And you see that the cherubim are first exposed and come as a cloud, a whirlwind. What else do we see in the cherubim? We see the fire blazing out of it, that within the cherubim, within the cloud is fire, flashing lightning. This is also one of the 4 elements of nature, which is fire. Now, fire can also relate to energy, plasma, electricity, light, photons. All of them are correlated. So we're talking about fire, we're talking about energy, we're talking about plasma, we're talking about all the different UV lights and rays, different spectrums that the cherubim are composed of. So we have water, which is also relates to the cloud. The cloud is made up of water. And we're talking about the fire, which here is lightning, light, photons. So we also get to earth. Earth is related to that amber, which is the electron. And that is the gold in the bronze, you see. That's part of the elements of nature relates to the earth, because all of earth has these elements that come from stardust and different stars that meet and come to the earth, one of which is gold, the other is which is bronze. So this amber, which if you look it up, the translation just speaks of it as being electron. Electron is a alloy between the combination of gold and bronze. Gold, silver, and bronze. This is a glowing metal, see. So this relates to the earth. The other one we talked about is air. And air relates to wind. We talked about how this cherubic elemental natures structures, it comes as a whirlwind. It comes as wind. You know, the scripture talks about how he made his angels winds and his servants flames of fire. That's what you're talking about, the cherubic nature, you see. And so air, wind is moving air. And that completes the 4 elements of nature. So when I say the cherubic whirling winds and flames of fire hovering over and will be meeting these governmental Babylonian governmental structures that are destroying and being destroyed. It is so. Because they have met their match in Christ. We are one flesh in Christ, and we have been raised up to sit together in heavenly places in Christ Jesus, far above all principality and power, all dominion in this age and the age to come, filling all things in the cosmos. You see, we are the microcosmic cosmic temple, the anthropomorphic cosmic temple, the Adam Kaman, here in the flesh. Though we may in the flesh live in the outer court in this physical land, we are also in our spirit in the most holy place in Christ, sitting on our thrones, you see. And we have authority to judge, to rule, a rightful authority to govern the world today, the rule and reign, because we've been made kings and priests unto God. So lastly, I declare and decree and I release the whirling winds, the cherubic whirling winds, and the flames of fire over the governmental Babylonian corrupt Sodom and Egyptian structures that are destroying and going to be destroyed as the Antichrist spirit is being raised up from the abyss unto perdition. You will meet. Your final days is coming to an end. Mark my words.